On today's lesson, we're going to be describing a position on a grid. So if you have a look on this grid, you'll see this blue dot. Our job is to describe where the blue dot is on the grid. Now, a few things that are going to help us with this, a few things to know. You will see a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. The bottom line is called the axis X. And this line up the side is called the axis Y. Now that's important because it allows you to know which number to write first when you are describing a position on a grid. Now a little technique I like to use to help me remember is called along the corridor and up the stairs, because the number we describe first is the number that goes along the bottom. So we can remember that as along the corridor. And then the next number we write within our grid coordinates is the number that is up the stairs. So if I'm describing where this blue dot is, I go across first and say it's 4, and I write a comma and say 3, because then I describe the one that's up the stairs. So the position of this blue dot is 4, 3. Now notice how I've used brackets to put the number inside, and this is how you describe a position on a grid. So let's use this example to help us with these. So let's have a look at the yellow cross first. Now here is my grid. You can see this time it is labeled Y and X. So remember, X comes first and then Y. So along the corridor and up the stairs. So there is the yellow X. I don't need to go across anywhere because it is on 0. So that's the first description of the position, 0. And then I go up the stairs and I see that's by the number 8. So the position of the yellow X is 0, 8. Now remember, it goes inside brackets. Now let's focus on the red cross. So you'll see it is right there. So if I go along the corridor, it's 0. And if I go up the stairs, it's 0. So the position of the red cross is 0, 0. Right, now to the blue cross. So remember, along the corridor, so the first number is 3. And then up the stairs, so the second number is 5. So the position of the blue cross is 3, 5. And finally, the green cross, I go along the corridor first and then up the stairs. Okay, so that is how you describe points on a grid. So use that understanding to help you to answer the questions in the rest of the lesson.